there are chances of us having a child to protect, but hey, we'll get to that. With Survive, this is not my first playthrough on PlayStation, and definitely not my first playthrough on PC. I played this game a lot, all the time, and I love the new DLCs, and we will be doing that. I will be live streaming on PC with a video image of me in the video as well, because I'm going to be in the corner. Why not? We'll get to that, but I wanted to introduce this game. I'm doing this on PS4 because there is a difference here. On the PS4, there are no mods. There's no way to cheat or hack this game. On PC, you can use mods to manipulate the gameplay. I will not be doing that myself. I'm going to actually delete all the mods that I've been using because I've just been trying to play around and, you know, just do the easy thing. And I don't want to do that this time. I want you to actually see this game for what it is. It's fun, it's true, and it's amazing. You can make some decent stories out of this. Hell, I would love to mod my own scenario where I can do this. But for now, we are going to play the base game. I don't know who we're going to have. I don't know who our team is going to be. Hell, I could be solo for all I know. But let's see. Oh, by the way, Far Cry 5 is canceled. Just not in the mood to play that game. There's just too many new games, too many fun games to play. You always get a random start location. I think there's about 3 of them. But there are some occasions where you may end up getting the same one each time, but hopefully that's not the case for us. It looks like we got 3 survivors, 1 on each floor. We got Katya. I'm assuming that might be Bruno, and that might be Pavel. Yep, Pavel, Bruno, and Katya. Wow, I remember them just by even what they look like. When the Civil War broke out, many people thought it would only last a couple of weeks. It's been years since government military surrounded the rebels in the capital, cutting off all supply lines. The civilian population trapped in the city are suffering from hunger, disease, and shelling. Katya met both Pavel and Bruno before the war. She used to be a reporter, while Bruno had his own television cooking show. Pavel was the star of the local football team. Katya even interviewed him once. Now they meet in a dramatically different circumstances, looking for food and shelter. We've got our shelter. We've got to get some supplies. Let's just get started with that. So I am going to have Katya work on this. I am going to have Pavel dig grab all. I'm going to have Bruno dig through this, and Pavel will dig through this. So far you can see some of their traits. He's a fast runner. He's a good cook. She is good at bargaining, so she is good for trading. However, there is one thing you need to know. She is slightly sick. That is pivotal. We will have to get some medication for her just so she can survive. Now, like I said, I played this on PC, so I'm a little rusty at the controls on here, but I am figuring it out. Some of the places we're going to may be locked. See, I need lock picks. But we are going to take a look here. This is our workstation where we can build certain things. Like, we need beds, that is for sure. I can only build 1 bed right now. We don't need chairs. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. We will need a heater, because who knows, we may get winter in this game. Radio is useful for helping you know when winter's going to be, or if there's going to be fighting. So that's going to be something we can work on. We definitely need a stove, because we need to cook food. Moonshine still, so I can make alcohol, of course. I don't think any of my people would mind drinking, but I'm not going to do that for that reason. I will use this so I can sell it. Metal Workshop gives me tools. I can use these tools to definitely improve myself. I can go to places that have like barbed barbed fences and I can cut through them, or I can use a crowbar to break open anything without a pick lock, because pick locks do break and they're very easy to break. With a crowbar, they last a bit longer. A rainwater collector, I can use this to collect water. We do need water. Fuel is used for heating, so we definitely need that for heating and cooking. I gotta make filters, of course, for water, so that way we can drain the water. We are going to build a bed, because we will need one. There is no bed at all. Actually, we are going to wait on the bed because I want to clear this bit more, but usually on this map, I start the beds here. So I'll actually do that right now since it's free. These guys are still digging. She's building. But just so you know, we do have some places to go through so we can take things. Bruno, you gotta keep digging. Sorry about that. I don't know what I did there. Oh. So let's leave it alone for a bit. Right now it's 22 degrees Celsius. I could have sworn I had that set on Fahrenheit. Hold on. Perfect. Pencil effect, soft. Let's lower the volume slightly because I don't want my voice to be buried under it. I don't know how loud this is. I'm not watching the stream at the moment. I am just trying to play through. She's got the first bed going. It looks like Pebble will be done with his dig, which is good because we can go and see what we have in here. Hopefully it doesn't need a lockpick, and it does. But Bruno is done with his. We can go through here, take this apart. That's locked. Oh yeah, that's locked, so we can't dig through that yet. Let's head upstairs. There's probably plenty of shit up there. Let's see. Like I said, when I put in my description that I like this game on PC, I love it more. It's a lot better. It's not easier per se, but the controls are meant for PC. So playing it on a PlayStation, you'll notice that I may do a little bit of things that are a little unorthodox, like I'm going up and down the stairs. Like, look, I'm using a controller, not a mouse. I did want you to introduce you to this game. Like I said, when I get to the PC version, I definitely want to do the I want to do the DLCs because they're very, very good. I barely played the second one so far, so I really want to stream that one. We do got our first lockpick though. You can go through here, dig through here. You are good. You could actually unlock this now because we got a lockpick. Bruno, I would like you to go up here, collect more materials. Well, another thing about this game is it's 12 o'clock now. We did get bandages. That's good if we get injured or wounded. Once we hit 8 o'clock, it's over. It's nighttime. We either guard, sleep, or scavenge. And I have a good team here for that. Like, he's a fast runner, so if I end up in a place where there's a lot of guys with guns, weapons, or a sniper, I can use him to run through as fast as possible. She is good with traders, and we do get a trader once in a while here. Looks like we got 2 more things to dig up here. She's slightly sick. I'm not going to have her do that. I'm going to have the other 2 do that. But it looks like so far we're good here. We got our first bit of medicine. We got a little bit of food. I'm going to see if we can build anything else we need, because we do need a stove to start cooking that food, but we need to get more food. That's not enough to feed 3 people. We can build another bed. I can build a stove. I'm going to build a stove because that is important. Bruno is going to start digging the first part that we discovered up here. Eventually, like a lot of the furniture you see, I'll be able to break them down for like wood and fuel. So that'll be useful for us. That door is locked, so we can't go that way. No, don't go down. Go back up. Like I said, controller, a little more finicky to deal with, but that's okay. Alright, come on, start digging. Start digging, bro. Thank you. Alright, you got a bed there. I need you to go here. We could build another bed because we have 3 people. I will have 1 sleeping, 1 guarding tonight. Technically, I can have them both sleep tonight. It is the first night. You usually don't get attacked on the first night. So I will start guarding on the second night. I don't have to worry about that now, right now. She is good. She doesn't have to cook anything. We don't have enough food for that. Nothing going on here. We're just going to close this door. Not that it makes a difference, but we do have some holes in the building we need to patch up. Like over here, definitely. There's probably a spot upstairs. While he's done doing that, I'm gonna see what else we can build. He finished a bed. That's cool. Can I build a metal workshop yet? No, but I can build a radio. Like I said, the radio is important for us because we can use that. We can use that to determine if it's going to get cold enough outside where we need to start building heat. It looks like right now we're at 71 degrees normal weather. It's pretty high up. If it was pretty low starting, I would know winter would come early. It's not coming early this time. It'll probably be midway through or towards the end. I don't know how long and how many days we're going to survive here, but there are ways we can survive here. I think at this point we're done. We can't really build anything. I will have him build some filters though, because we will need that. We will get more materials. I'm not going to waste all of them. I'll build one for now. Hey. Alright, let's take a look at the radio. Rebel leader instructed us to warn the listeners not to cross the front line. Fail to comply will result in death. Despite desperate counterattacks by the rebels trying to lift the siege in Pergoron, the city remains cut off. Government forces do not allow any aid to reach the city. Claiming it would end up in rebel hands. Music is playing. Yeah, you can leave the music on to play if you want. Head back over here. Some classical music. The upcoming day should still be nice and warm. So this is a good thing. That means that winter is not coming yet. So we don't have to worry about heating just yet. And there's nothing else. We can look at their bios. So Katya, she grew up in this city, but went abroad to study and started working as a reporter. I'd been away for years. When the troubles escalated into war, I was picked to write reports on it. I volunteered anyway. I was so anxious to check on my parents, but it was too late. I found my house in ruins and my family had disappeared. I've been looking for them ever since. If you notice that under bargaining skills, it says coffee drinker. She will require coffee to stay from being depressed. So if we find coffee on our travels, she will drink it. Bruno is a good cook, but he's a smoker. So we have to make sure we have roll-up cigarettes or cigarettes to keep him happy. Before the war, I used to own a restaurant. I had my own TV show, Bruno's Cuisine. I'm sure you've seen it. I visited beautiful places where I was filmed cooking exquisite dishes. All that seems to of no importance now, don't you think? Nowadays, you're lucky if you get your hands on some canned meat or a bag of rice. Who knows how long this war is going to last? That's his story, but he is also... That good cook skill is important because that means I can use less materials to cook food for everybody. So that is important. And as for Pavel... he's a fast runner, and that is it. Meaning, if I were to use him to scavenge, he's quick. Let's say I go to a dangerous area, and there's a sniper around. So I gotta take cover behind cars and rocks. I'd have to run. So he is quick enough to get to these places before the next shot is fired. Before this whole mess began, I lived with my wife and my son in the better part of the city. I haven't seen them in a long time. I hope they are okay. I'm not doing so well, as you can see. Who needs football players during war? That's true. Nobody cares about sports, even every day, and can be their last. So I scavenge the ruins like everyone else, hoping for the best. Alright, so it is 6:20. At 8 o'clock, it's going to force me to go into night mode, where I have to actually scavenge and set guards or sleepers. There will be sleepers. Whoever scavenges will have to sleep the next day, though. If I leave anyone guarding, they'll have to sleep as well the next day. As of right now, there is nothing else to do. We could open this at least. And we will come back. Well, hopefully that will be open. We'll be able to take something from there. Might be able to do it now, actually, if I have enough time. I only got 20 minutes left. Yeah, when it flashes red like that, that's it. Time's up. 50. Well, we got a diamond. We're going to hold on to that. Diamonds are useful for trading. In the PC version, there's a port where you can get 8 diamonds and you can escape the city early. Alright, so I am going to have... Let's see, Katya is slightly sick. She does have 12, so does Pavel. We'll have Pavel scavenge, we'll have her sleep, we'll have Bruno sleep. Like I said, this is the first night. You usually do not get robbed on the first night. We will visit the Shelled Cottage. There are a few other places we could go to, but the Shelled Cottage is where we're going. I don't need to take anything. I don't have to take weapons or anything like that right now because there's going to be nobody here. It does give you that bit of warning, but there are some instances where it doesn't, so you have to be careful. The only reason why I know there'll be no one here is because I've been here before. Of course, you do have an inventory limit. So we definitely need these to continue building things. So I'm going to take as many as I can. I definitely want wood because wood is another vital resource. I don't want just the one that doesn't have anything. We don't need toys. We don't have kids with us. So that is actually a good start to this game. Let's see what else we got. That's just more materials. That means we'll have to come back. That's not a problem. We have access to this area, but we definitely need food, like I said. My survivors can last 2 days without food. It may say hungry the next day, but if I go to the second day and they haven't eaten, that's fine. But other than that, I filled up already. I am going to leave this food here, just at least because I have enough already to feed us. But water is essential to cooking as well. And there's some herbs here. I can use this to make medicines and roll up cigarettes for our lovely smokers. I'm going to just check and see what else is here, but we're going to be leaving pretty early because I definitely need materials. I definitely would. I'm not going to sacrifice that. Trust me, you'll understand in a bit. I do have to... Oh, shit. Well, the vegetables will allow us to make 2 plates. I definitely need the vegetables. I don't want to sacrifice any wood, because wood, as you can see, I can only stack 2, so it's harder to come by. Even though I can get more wood if I chop up places, which isn't a problem. This is more valuable, I can come back for that. I'm going to take this because Katya is slightly sick and I can use that to try to help to heal her. I am going to dig through this right now because at least that way I don't have to do it when I come back. It gives me another site to check and an easier way to escape too. And as he says right there, if you had a shovel, this would go a lot faster. But since I don't have a metal workshop yet, it'll be a little bit before I can do that. When we do this War of Mine, yes, I'm going to be talking a lot more than I do in most of the games I play. Like some games I like you guys to hear the narration, but this game has no narration whatsoever. So you'll get my narration from it. Nothing updated in the bio. I will show you some other things in a bit. But this is what we got so far. We're looking good. If you notice over there, If you notice over there under scavenge it says fists. Yes, you can have weapons like guns, axes, crowbars, certain tools can be used as weapons. Right now it shows fists because that's the only thing I'm armed with right now. And trust me, in a war-torn place, fists barely do anything. So we will not have to worry about fighting just yet. There may be a chance where we'll have to defend ourselves. There are chances when you get raided at your camp, you should have guns and weapons available to defend it because they will steal your shit if you are not well protected. Let's see what's here real quick before we head back. See, we got some cigarettes here. That's useful for Bruno, who's a smoker. This here is good for growing plants, or I can use it for bait so I can trap rats. Yes, in this game, you can make rat meat and eat them. And yes, the meat that you see I'm carrying is more than likely rat meat. This is going to be important, and that's going to be important. We're going to have to come back for that for sure. We'll definitely come back tomorrow in this game. It's 11:40. You have until about 5 a.m. to do this. If you do not get back after 5 a.m., your character will take a very long time to get back. Hell, it may even occur the day after, and you don't want that to happen. But like I said, this is a quick playthrough. We got what we needed so far. We do have a lot of time to stream, so don't worry. I won't be ending the stream anytime soon. We do have a full hour or more of streaming for this, so we may be able to get a few days in. and that'll be my introduction to this game. When I next do it, it'll definitely, hopefully, be on the PC. But I am definitely going to be doing this on PS4 on Fridays for a while, just because it gives me a way to introduce you to the game on the console and how it works. Okay, so we got that. As you see right there, it says hungry and tired now. That it means I need to rest. That's definitely because I was out all night. Everybody else slept, so they're wide awake. If you see that she's still sleeping, it's because she's still sick. So we are going to give her some medicine right now. Hopefully it helps. I don't have to feed them today. I have to feed them tomorrow. As long as the PS4 version of PC didn't like fuck that up, but I think it's okay because I'm pretty sure it's the same. Come on, let's go down. I'm gonna have her rest because she's still sick, and this will help her recover. He is going to rest because he scavenged all night, and in the meantime, it leaves him here to be our person that builds things. We got 2 beds. I'm not going to continue worrying about beds right now. Heating, well, weather is good. Well, we do need a metal workshop, and that is important. Let's see if we can build a metal workshop, and we can. I do want to do that. I like building it in here because it looks more like a workshop area. Yeah, we'll do it in there. Because I want to keep the room in there so I can put a heater there. At least this way I feel like they're being warmed up by the heater. If you look here, you get some thoughts. Fortunately, our shelter is a place where we can get some respite from the war. We only have 1 chair, we have beds, and we sleep in decent conditions. If someone gets sick or wounded, they'll have a place to rest. They've made a radio, and we like listening to it. We really miss books. A good book could help us forget about the horrors of war. Staying here offers slight respite in these hard times. Well, as you can see there, we have a book. We have 2 books, and that's good. We lack coffee and cigarettes. When I mentioned earlier that coffee is Katya's thing, and we need to make sure we find some for her, and cigarettes is Bruno's thing, and we have to make sure we have some for him, that could make them more depressed or more sad. We do have breaches in the walls. Our shelter is not safe, and we have to be constantly on guard. So after today, I could be attacked at any time. You only get the one night where you're okay. There is a chance that you may go through the next night without getting attacked, but you never know. After day 1, it's best to have someone on guard, and you're best to have a weapon. If you don't, you're going to get robbed, you're going to lose some things. And in this game, if you saw what my limitations were, what I can carry, that is bad for us. Like I said, this is a survival game. Alright, we got our first metal workshop. I can finally build a crowbar, which will allow me to access certain areas of this place. Hopefully I have enough to make that shovel so I can dig faster. Like I said, the weather is not bad yet. I will have to upgrade the workshop so that we can do more. Alright, so everybody is pretty much, in my opinion, they should have named this Slightly Hungry because it's not really that serious. Alright, we got that. I don't want to upgrade it. Yeah, there we go. I need more materials for a shovel. Wood is low already, but that's good enough. I should be able to, yep, I should be able to get in here. He'll have to dig through that. When Pavel is not tired... Actually, why is Pavel sleeping? How is he tired? Oh, did I go out with him? I did go out with him. Okay. It takes me a minute to remember who I sent out. Okay, see, like I said, controller a little more complicated because I'll end up repeating that stuff sometimes. But when we get to the PC version, you won't see much of that. I definitely didn't go over here. I did open the door. Oh, or apparently I did. Oh yeah, I did do that. Sorry, hard to remember. But I can go in here now. Looks like I got 2 areas to dig, so I'm gonna have him dig up here. When Pavel's awake, we'll have him. Actually, he should be awake now. Yep. So we'll have her wake up now. There's no point in having her rest at this point. She's not gonna be healed in a day, of course. We're gonna have him dig down here. We're gonna have Bruno dig up here. And we're gonna have her take a look at our supplies for what we need next. Okay, so we got a stove. Bed is good. I don't care about none of that. We definitely need to start making rainwater collectors. We're gonna need 15 materials to build more than one, so we need 30. For wood, we need 10, and for machine parts, we have enough. As for upgrading, if I look at the upgrade chart here, I need 14 materials. I have everything else needed to upgrade this, actually. I might do that next because I do want to unlock the ability to make our shelter safer, because I don't have the ability to build weapons yet. So it will also allow me to have guards sleep, and if I get the alarm on the door, it'll allow them to defend themselves. We are going to check the radio real quick. I don't think it's updated much, but we'll see. Okay, still looking at a warm day. Nothing new. Nothing new. Nothing new. I'm looking for the music, honestly. This will allow the music to play a little bit just to give us a little more atmosphere here. We emptied that. To upgrade this, we need... Ooh, we need a lot of shit. This allows me to make guns and other weapons, but we are going to worry about that. I'm just going to have Katya rest. The other 2 should be done soon. Katya is slightly sick. Using herbal meds is okay. It doesn't necessarily cure the sickness you have. If you get meds, it will. Definitely, but meds are another rarity in here. But we did find some bandages that will help us out for when we're slightly injured, but we will find meds eventually. Normally, a trader will knock on our door to trade us with stuff, but getting meds is not cheap, so just saying. There will be no likely chance you'll see me buying meds from him. You may see me buy materials and wood occasionally from him, but that's if I have enough stuff to trade with him. Our first encounter with him will probably be like, I'm good. I might just send him on his way. Looks like we got a lockpick, not that it matters. We got some more books though, so that'll keep them less depressed, that's for sure. This area is now open to put things in. I might put the garden down here just because that light here makes me think, hey, there's sort of light down here. It gets you like artificial sunlight. Bruno should be done, yes. I could use the lockpick because I'm not going to need him anymore. I got the crowbar and I can build the crowbar again once it breaks. And look at that, we got meds and some more food. You know, we got a lot of meat now. We have to be careful because we can get robbed. Who is closer to that? Oh, you are. Why did I wake her up? Well, she's gonna be staying in the night anyway. I would normally have her go out too, because I would rather her go out, but we can't do anything. That's not what I wanted to check. I wanted to check this. Let's... Yep, I can't build a knife yet. I need more materials. So these guys are going to be defending themselves with their fists. So instead of one guy patrolling tonight, it's going to be 2. So we are going to have Bruno guard because, well, 1, yeah. I can use Pavel or Katya. Katya is on meds. She hasn't gone out yet, but I think she should. We'll have Pavel guard. He went out last time. We did have more things to get from the shelled cottage. We're only 34% of the way through, but if you want, we can go to another area here. There is danger here, though. Half of it is a ruin, but there may be people living in the other half. They don't seem friendly. We don't have weapons, so we shouldn't do that. Caution is advised. We don't want to do that either. Decrepit squat. Huge amounts of materials, some weapons, lots of parts. We can go here, but there's no food. It is inhabited by the homeless. If I am remembering this correctly, if you bring food here, there's a guy there, and he'll be grateful for it. But, I will save that for when we're on our own feet. Here, we actually could trade with someone, but we have to give him meds. And meds are a rarity right now. Yet you can find lots of them here, which is ridiculous. Like, he needs meds, yet he has meds. In my PC playthrough, I killed this guy and his father. I felt bad, but I didn't, because they have a lot of stuff. He's talking about he needs meds for his sick father, but when you kill him, his father gets right up like he's not even sick. That is the sad part. And I did that because of that. So I will go back to the shelled cottage. There's still more things to get here. There are still some meds here. So we'll go get that. Huge amount of weapons definitely means there's definitely weapon parts here. I'm going to bring this. And you'll see why. There is more things to get. Of course, when I go through these places, I don't remember what's in these half the time, but we do got more materials, that's for sure. Definitely more wood, we need that. Oh yeah, I just ignored that, didn't I? Nothing important, really. I definitely want that. 4 materials left. I do have another slot, I could do it. What did I leave behind last time? Let's see. We are not making moonshine yet. There is some meat here. We'll leave that for another day. That's fine. That's not an issue. I could start collecting herbs, because I did find herbs in here. If there's a decent quantity of something that I could use later, I'll get it now. What was in here again? There was more bandages. Yeah, sometimes with meds you can only carry 1. Okay, we're good with the materials and the wood for now. We'll head down here. I do have to do a dig, but let's look at this. Plenty of extra wood. We're gonna come back for those. Alright, so it's gonna take her a little bit to dig through here. Like I said, when you get a shovel, that's great. It helps. But there's a reason why I took the crowbar, and that's because behind this, that cabinet is locked. Who knows what we'll find in there? Hey, there might be jewelry in there, and that's good for trade. So we'll let her dig through this. In the meantime, if you wonder what that red light is, that means there's something that is not an ally making noise. However, in this place, I know it's a rat. It's very small. If it was a person, it'd be a lot bigger. Plus, they would be coming towards me because they would hear all the noise I'm just spewing out. But that is definitely a rat. Rats aren't a threat in this game. They're just enormous and annoying because they just run around making you think there's someone here when there really isn't. They can be a distraction like that though. So this place is still on fire. I'm surprised it's still in one piece. Up here, if you look at the upstairs, there is a door right up there into that room. I believe it is sealed by a metal gate. I actually have to get a saw blade to get through it. So that is going to be another introduction at some point. But see, this is why I brought the crowbar. The crowbar does take up space, prevents me to bring back things. I have a tendency to leave the crowbar behind if I need room, because I could just make another one. But let's see what we got. Oh, we got some meds, that's for sure. We need that. Looks like we have some bullets. We're gonna take that because when we get a gun, those bullets will help us defend ourselves. We can use these to make bullets. I'm gonna keep them here because we don't need that yet. I don't have the methods of making guns just yet, so we'll hold on to that. I know there was a lot of materials or wood out here, I think. No, if there was cigarettes. You know, Bruno would be happy if we could bring him back some cigarettes. This is quality. This right here is just roll-up cigarettes, and it reeks actually the biggest smoke. He could use that, but we're gonna take that one. We'll give him something decent. I am going to leave that behind because I definitely want to get these. I still have to come back. This will no longer be needed, but if I really need a part, hey, if I have the space, then I'll come back for it. Let's just take a quick peek upstairs before we head back. Like I said, that's a mouse. Or a rat, sorry. See what's in here. Plenty of materials and wood. We'll definitely have to come back for that. I'm saying there are some instances where actually this doesn't have that. Okay, that has a oh, I could break in there. Alright, but a good thing I left the crowbar here, so when I come back I don't have to take it with me. I can grab it, break in, drop it, and that's it. See, that's another strategy I can do. Okay, you should be able to go out the door, dear. Thank you. Let's head back. We're good here. Nothing else I can really get. Nothing I can stack on. You see, like I said, when I mentioned earlier in the game, I played this game with mods because I just wanted the freaking ability to carry more stuff. Like, even just wiping out an area so I don't have to keep going back to it. But I don't want to do that with you guys because that just makes the game utterly easy and it's just pointless to do that. And like I said, you can be raided. Someone tried to rob us. They were just a couple of scavengers, so we managed to fend them off. Too bad we had no weapons. None of us were wounded, and the attackers didn't steal anything. We were able to defend ourselves. Kadia had been searching on it and brought these things out. So basically, it just shows off what I brought. But yes, we got attacked, and we had an easy night right there because it was just a group of scavengers, but we can get raiders, we can get soldiers coming in here and taking our stuff. And we definitely want to make sure we have weapons to defend ourselves. Kadia went out and patrolled. She's no longer sick though. However, this is a day where I need to cook. They have to eat. We do have to make fuel. So Kadia is going to sleep. She'll have her food later. She'll wake up in time for that. So I'll have her sleep. I think they all have to sleep, to be honest with you, because I think I had them guard, which was a good thing. Bruno is a good cook. I'll have him cook, but we need to make fuel. So I can use wood to do that. There is 3 of us. I'll make 4. It's an hour's worth of work. Pavel can take a look here to see what we can do. We definitely need a shovel. We're going to do that. That's for sure. Help us dig through things a lot faster. But hey, if I go to a place where I have to dig through something and have to use a crowbar to open, that's 2 slots. Keep that in mind. I only got 10 places to do things. There are some scavengers that have like 14 the most, but that's it. I've never seen it gotten higher than that. Alright, we got our first shovel. We will be going back to that same cottage we went to because, hey, I got a crowbar there already. It'll save me resources of building one now. I do have room down there to build. He's done with the fuel, so we can cook. There's only 3 of us, so I want to make sure we have enough to cook. So that's 8. We use 3 fuel, plenty of water though. We're using half our water supply and half our food supply to feed them. So that tells you right there, I'm going to have to definitely go somewhere soon to get more food. I have enough now, but it doesn't mean I can't get robbed tomorrow and they take some of that. There's nothing more to fear than down in the district, so the materially lost interest. Let's see here. Cigarettes consumed per day, 3. Oh my god, that's gonna be ridiculous. We still lack coffee. Yes, we haven't found coffee yet, guys. Normally when the trader comes, he may have coffee on him. Maybe we can trade for that. But hey, we have to trade valuable things to him. Like, I may have to trade meds to him. And honestly, I don't want to do that. So let's have Pavel eat, because he will be going out tonight. So I'm going to have him sleep now. Bruno may guard or may sleep tonight. I'm going to have him sleep. Bruno can eat. No, eat raw food. That's not good for you. That'll do for now. Alright, he is also tired, but there is no bedroom. So, there's bedroom now. He can sleep. So, he'll be up to in time. It leaves us with Katya, who is also hungry. She's gonna eat. Can you not do that? Thank you, dear. So yes, there are times where you're going to find yourself visiting places a lot, but if you noticed on the map that we looked at, there were a lot of places we could go to, but they had danger on them, and we don't have weapons to deal with shit like that. So she's eaten. I can feed her on day 5. We can feed them all again on day 5. That gives us a day. What's going on here? No, not that one. I want to see if I can make a weapon. Shovels and crowbars can be used as weapons too. Even though they're just listed as equipment, you can use them as a weapon. We don't have gun parts. I don't know why we need gun parts to make a knife, but we need gun parts to make a knife. But hey, I guess that's part of the deal. Let's take a look at the radio. I may end the day after this because we don't have anything else to really do. Nothing new. Everything is still listed in day 1. Yep, so nothing new. Yeah, so we're gonna end the day. There's really nothing else for us to do. You can do that. You can skip ahead and just end the day. But everybody's awake. They're not tired. Right now we're 59% through the shelled cottage. There's still more materials, some tools, huge amounts of weapons. Nothing new has appeared yet, so it tells you what kind of game this is gonna be at the moment. Semi-detached has huge amounts of food, but we have to actually deal with the danger there. Caution advised. This one has no food, but I have to bring food there to feed somebody. We can't do that yet. We can actually get lots of stuff from here, but we have to kill the 2 people that are here. See, this game gives you choices, and it's up to you if you want to do that. If you want to be a good person, you want to be a bad person. In the end, it overall shows what you did and who you are. What you do here, let's say I kill those 2 people. I may piss somebody off in our camp that may not like that. They may be depressed by it. They may be sad by it. Hell, the person that even did it may be sad or depressed about it. It could happen. But we're going to go back to the shelled cottage, because there are still some things I need to get here. I don't think I need to dig anymore, so that's not an issue. I don't need to bring anything, so we'll just scavenge. If you notice, I left the crowbar here. I didn't have to bring it with me, but it'll still be here. I just have to go get it. What was in here again? Yeah, we don't need a toy, because we don't have kids. Don't need that yet because I'm not making moonshine or alcohol. I'll take that. I really don't need that, but I'll take the meat because food will be low soon. Meat and vegetables do make 2 dishes, so I'll be able to feed 2 people anyway, so that's not a problem. Let's get some more materials. We definitely need it. I don't think I use much. Oh, that's mostly wood, so we'll take 4 wood. Don't need that yet. Hey, 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 hey. This way. Let's see what we got here again. I think there was materials here. Yep. Don't need the wood because I got plenty. Oh, yep, that's right. Didn't I leave a crowbar in this cabinet, or did I put it somewhere else? I must have put it somewhere else. Yep, there it is. We definitely need that right now. Yeah, don't mind that, it's just a rat. Dirty bastards. More materials and wood. Okay, definitely a good place to come so that we can continue building and upgrading our shelter. Oh, look at that. We got a diamond here. Weapon parts. I want to get weapon parts because we definitely need it so we can make a weapon. We don't have anything. A knife would be useful, honestly, in my opinion. I'll get that diamond there. We can get rid of this now. This will be useful for upgrading our heater eventually, but we're not going to get that yet. We're going to continue getting those because that's important. What is this? Looks like we got something. One of the flyers dropped on the city. It reads, "This is a zone of anti-terrorist operation. Persons remaining in the city will be treated as terrorist supporters. For your own and your family's safety, leave Pogorn immediately. The army guarantees you safe passage." Not many believed them after the atrocities they had committed, and trust me guys, they committed some serious atrocities. Those people that they thought they were escaping, they never made it out. I read that in a different setting, to be honest with you. Can you go downstairs? Thank you. I need to check something. I want to make sure there is something else I need. Obviously don't need just 2 wood. I think we're good here, honestly. That's a toy. I remember that now. Let's just go. We're good. We'll have to come back for more materials and parts. But it makes this place easier to loot now since we know there's nobody here. We'll see what new things come up next. We're now at day 4. The game saves at the beginning of each day, so let's say I end the stream now, which I'm going to. It may say the night was calm, but when I come back, it could be like, hey, you got raided. That could happen too, so when I see you in the next stream, that might happen. So let's find out if that does happen. I will see you in the next game, guys. I'm going to take a little break. I'll see you in a few minutes.